Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, October 10th. Just wanted to give you guys another update on the current status of everything, basically. I'm on my way to work this morning in rush hour traffic here, running a little bit late because I had an issue with rusty iron van this morning. Yeah. What happened was Big Nick came over yesterday evening to start work on Little Blue 2. He replaced the fuel injector. That appears to be working. Then he also started to replace the starter. And we had to stop because it got dark and mosquitoes were eating us, and basically, you know, we just had to stop. So hopefully we can finish that up today and, you know, after work. And if we can do that, then Little Blue 2 will be back up and running again. And I might even ask Nick to see if he knows anything about the air conditioning system for Little Blue 2 to see what's going on with it and see if we can't get that working. Because if we get that working, then Little Blue 2 is like very, very functional, better than it's ever been. So cross your fingers, pray for me. Actually, by the time you watch this video, we're gonna know if it works or doesn't. Now, as far as the AC, I don't know yet. You know, Nick still has to look at it. Rusty iron van here. What had happened was I had taken the battery out of here to put it into Little Blue 2 because I had taken the battery out of Little Blue 2 to put into Rusty Iron Van because the battery that was in Rusty Iron Van is completely dead. It won't hold a charge. So when we were doing work on Little Blue 2, I had to put the battery back. I took the battery from Rusty Iron Van and put it into Little Blue 2 so we could get, you know, the car started and whatnot and test it. The problem is we didn't finish, so last night I had to take the battery back out of Little Blue 2, move it back to Rusty Iron Van, and when I did that, you know, I thought everything was good. I put water into the coolant reservoir or the coolant radiator last night, and this morning I got into the van and tried to drive to work. And what happened was everything started like normal and everything, but when I tried to accelerate, the RPMs wouldn't get above 2,000. It was like having no power and you step on the gas, it wasn't going. Now, the only thing that I had done to Rusty Iron Van was add gasoline yesterday from 2 different gas stations and removed the battery temporarily to put into Little Blue 2. So I wasn't quite sure what the problem was. So I had to turn all the way back around, go back to Walter's house, open up the hood, and check all the connections, because I didn't really do anything to Rusty Iron Van. All I did was take the battery out and put it back. So went ahead and adjusted the fasteners because I had left it kind of loose. I wondered if that could affect it, but that seemed weird. You know, normally you would get starting issues, not issues where you can't accelerate. I also checked the coolant level, and surprisingly, it was like nearly empty. I had just added water last night, so there's still a slow leak because when, you know, I opened it up this morning, it was pretty low. It was almost empty, and even though last night it had been filled up as far as I could go, you know, but it always leaks. So it looks like I can't fill the fluid beforehand and then drive the next morning. I have to fill the water each time I try to drive, you know, right before driving. But that is currently what's going on. With any luck today, Big Nick will be able to come over and I'll be filming from inside Little Blue 2. If not this evening, then tomorrow morning as I drive Little Blue 2 to work. Hopefully it'll be getting normal gas mileage, which would be about 3 times better, 2 or 3 times better than what it was getting previously. And with the new starter, hopefully, you know, I won't have issues starting the vehicle anymore. So we'll be back to normal. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and see if Nick can't look into the situation with the air conditioning on that. And then when he finishes with that, if he wants to look at Rusty Iron Van, you know, have him look at this too. So that I end up with 2 working vehicles, which would be really nice. Because right now, between my wife and I, we don't have any good vehicles. Some of you might have been wondering why I don't borrow my wife's vehicle. Well, 1, she needs it to go to work, but 2, her vehicle has, I think, head gasket issues. So, you know, those of you who know how bad head gasket issues are, if you can't get it fixed, you know, it's too expensive to fix for an old vehicle. You can't really go too far before it overheats and has all sorts of other issues. So that's what the situation is with that. Now, if I can get Rusty Iron Van working and a little Bluetooth working, then we'll have 2 reliable vehicles and probably sell her car. You know, that way we can at least get to work. Now, I am still, as you can see, the middle seat is in, but the rear seat has been removed still from Rusty Iron Van. So I am still planning on doing the emergency van conversion here for Rusty Iron Van. Not so much because I need it, but just to show people how they can easily convert a van into a full-time living vehicle on a very, very limited budget and time constraint. The idea will be to do a conversion for under $100 in 1 day. Probably only a few minutes, actually. It's not even a whole day. But the plan would be to show people that if they needed to, you know, they could convert their vehicle and survive. Well, thank you all for tuning in and joining me today. And cross your fingers, wish me luck, and hopefully everything will be working smoothly on Little Blue 2. And my next broadcast will be from inside Little Blue 2.